Hi guys, Tom Morrison here, and I want to go over how chasing numbers doesn't always necessarily mean chasing strength. Firstly, if you are in a competitive sport that requires you to lift certain weights and things like that, this doesn't apply to you as much, but still does to an extent for assistance exercises and keeping your body feeling good and being able to perform at those max loads and stuff. But if you're just a general person that just likes to train and wants to feel strong and get better at things, then exercise complexity is where it's at, okay? So as an example, I'm going to do two different kettlebell presses, okay? Now this one is with a heavier weight. So this is a big ass weight, and I'm going to press this like that, okay? So big ass heavy kettlebell and press, okay? So that's variation number one. Heavy ass weight, looks kind of cool, and like I said, you're challenging yourself to do it. Now, the other thing is bottom up press. Hopefully you know about these. If you've been following me for a while, you've probably seen them. Here, whoop. So this is a lighter weight, but the exercise is just as hard, okay? But I have to work harder to actually do the exercise. So this is constantly trying to hit me in the face the whole time. So I actually have to work on stabilizing my core a lot better and my shoulder a lot better to actually complete the press, okay? So lighter weight, but the exercise is harder. And that is going to make you feel stronger as well, okay? So, like I said, if I was to do a session with just normal kettlebell presses, heavy, my shoulders will feel, yes, pumped, and, you know, I'll have a great session. But if I work on the bottom up press as well, or just completely for the full session, my shoulders will feel amazing, okay? There'll be less DOMs afterwards. And like I said, your core has to work properly in order to do the press, okay? It's very easy to actually do a lot of exercises wrong if you don't know how to switch your core on properly. Bottom up press does that for you, which is why it's such an awesome exercise. The other thing as well to work on would be things like, something I'm working on in a minute, is a fat grip deadlift. Sounds like I work for fat grips, but I actually don't. I enjoy making the exercise harder, okay? So that weight I can easily do, like I could do 30 reps with that weight, but I'm actually struggling to get like 5 just because of the grip. So I've got tiny little girl hands. So fatter grip, double overhand, so it makes the exercise more challenging. So I am strengthening my grip, I am getting stronger, but I'm not chasing the numbers as much. So, you know, it's very easy just to become so obsessed with where your numbers are at and constantly always wanting to improve on them that you just sort of wreck yourself. So changing things up every now and again makes things a lot better for you. So, in short, just because your numbers are going up doesn't necessarily mean you're getting strong. Don't forget to challenge yourself by changing tempo and movement complexity, okay? So hopefully this makes kind of sense. So if you're stuck in the loop of like, oh, my squat's not what it used to be, my blah blah is not what it used to be, and all that sort of stuff, don't worry about it. Try different exercise variations, get better at those, and it will actually carry over to your strength. So a lot of the strength athletes that I do work with, I give them a few of these exercises and stuff like that, and it really helps their, you know, their overall training. It makes them stronger because their body's able to work better, because they're not putting that maximal load through it all the time, okay? They're challenging their body in different ways. So always remember your strength training goes like this. Okay, so don't be just thinking all the time that your numbers should be going up all the time, because they're going to fluctuate depending on where you're at, where your nutrition's at, what your lifestyle's like, all that kind of rubbish stuff that just makes things not fun anymore. So don't forget to alter your training for these things, okay? So it's a lot of this stuff in end range training, and if you're severely broken, then the simplistic mobility method is where you want to start.